The mid-April sun rose over the Redstone plains, its golden rays piercing through a thin veil of morning mist, bathing the 200-acre Texas ranch in a warm, ethereal glow. The lake shimmering in the distance, its surface rippling gently as if whispering secrets of resilience. Wildflowers along the pasture's edge blooming in vibrant yellows and purples, their delicate petals swaying in the soft breeze. Ancient oaks standing tall, their gnarled branches heavy with the weight of history, the air rich with the mingled scents of cedar, fresh grass, and the faint tang of dew. Cattle lowing softly in the fields, their calls carrying a renewed calm after weeks of turmoil. John Parker, 54, stood by the corral, his Stetson shading his weathered face, his sharp eyes tracing the horizon where the plains stretched endlessly. Watching Daisy the calf, her once-injured hoof now healing, trot alongside her mother with a playful bounce. The red barn and snare shed glowing in the sunlight, their chipped paint a testament to battles endured, the burn scar on John's forearm throbbing faintly. A quiet reminder of the fights he'd fought to protect this land, the wildflowers enduring despite the storms that had come before. The fallout from Denise Harper's arrest in episode 64 had left Redstone reeling, the RDC's dissolution a hard-won victory, but the scars of betrayal and fear lingered in the community. Neighbors who'd once turned away now seeking forgiveness, their trust in one another fractured by Grayson's shadowy influence. Yet hope was stirring. Bill Carter and Clara Evans, the mayor, had proposed a redemption festival to heal the wounds, a celebration of Redstone's cowboy roots meant to bring the town together. John had taken a leading role, seeing it as a chance to honor his father Thomas Parker's legacy, a man who'd taught him the value of community through shared labor and shared stories. "This town's been through hell. We're bringing it back," John told Ethan, 14, who stood beside him, his young face alight with determination. "We'll make it the best festival yet, Grandpa." His voice brimming with pride, their bond stronger than ever after the trials they'd faced, forged in the fires of resistance against Grayson's schemes, the lake glowing gold in the dawn. Its calm a testament to the renewal unfolding, the wildflowers along the corral trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The town square transformed over the days leading up to the festival, a patchwork of color and sound, colorful banners flapping in the breeze, their reds, blues, and yellows vibrant against the backdrop of weathered storefronts, stalls lining the streets, offering homemade pies with golden crusts, tart lemonade in mason jars, and leather goods crafted by local hands, the scent of smoked brisket wafting through the air, mingling with the sweetness of cotton candy, a fiddler tune weaving through the crowd, his bow dancing across the strings in a lively melody that set toes tapping, children darting between hay bales, their faces painted with stars and lassos, their laughter a melody of its own. John overseeing the main arena setup, a wooden stage erected for a talent show, its planks still smelling of fresh pine, Frank Hensley testing the stage's sturdiness, his boots thumping as he paced, his pistol gleaming on his hip, a constant reminder of the vigilance they couldn't afford to let slip. Mary Ellen organizing the pie contest, her apron dusted with flour, her smile warm as she sampled entries, her laughter ringing out when a child offered a pie with a lopsided crust. Sarah Bennett arranging a booth for kids to make flower crowns, her auburn hair catching the sunlight, her hazel eyes meeting John's across the square. "You've brought Redstone together," she said softly, her voice carrying a tenderness that warmed him. John nodding. "We're stronger together," their connection deepening with every shared moment, a quiet promise of something more, the lake shimmering faintly in the distance, its surface a mirror of the community's rekindled spirit, the wildflowers along the stalls trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. But beneath the joy, a shadow loomed. Matt's relentless digging into Grayson's operations had uncovered a chilling new move, a secret land auction to sell off ranches targeted in Phase 4. The sinister Rural Control Initiative exposed in Episode 64, the auction included properties of neighbors who'd been forced out, their homes and legacies reduced to lots on a bidding sheet. The event set for the festival's final night at an old warehouse on the edge of town, a crumbling relic of Redstone's industrial past. "Grayson's not done. He's selling our history," Matt said, his voice tight, showing John a leaked email on his laptop, the screen casting a pale glow in the dim kitchen. "Buyers are coming from out of state. Big money. Developers looking to turn these ranches into strip malls. Tom, standing by the window, his silhouette framed against the dusk, adding, Ridge has 8 riders, armed. They're guarding the warehouse. Moving supplies in, Frank, cleaning his pistol at the table, his movements deliberate. We can't let him erase Redstone. Those ranches are people's lives. John's jaw tightening, his mind racing. We'll stop it. During the festival, they'll be distracted. They won't expect us. Ethan, who'd been listening quietly, his sketchbook open to a drawing of the lake, speaking up, I can help. Grandpa, I can ride with you. John turning to him, his voice firm but gentle, you'll help by keeping the festival running safe. That's your job. Ethan's shoulders slumping, but he nodded. Understanding the weight of responsibility, the wildflowers along the house trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The festival opened under a cloudless sky, the air warm and buzzing with anticipation, Clara taking the stage, her voice carrying over the crowd. Welcome to the Redstone Redemption Festival, where we heal and stand as one. Cheers erupting, the sound rolling across the square like a wave. Today, we celebrate our roots, led by John Parker, a man who's shown us what it means to fight for what's ours. The crowd roaring, Ethan beaming beside John, his chest puffed with pride, John tipping his hat, his voice steady. This is for Redstone, for our future, for the generations who will call this home. The event's kicking off with a talent show, drawing laughter as kids sang off-key, their voices cracking on high notes. Parents clapping with fierce encouragement, the pie judging bringing smiles, Mary Ellen winning with her pecan recipe, the crust flaky and rich. Her eyes shining as Clara pinned a blue ribbon to her apron. Thomas would have loved this, she whispered to John, her voice thick with memory, a square dance filling the evening air. Fiddles and banjos blending in a lively rhythm. John and Sarah joining the dancers, her hand in his, her laughter bright as they spun. You dance well for a cowboy, she teased, her cheeks flushed. John chuckling. Only with the right partner. Their eyes locking, a quiet moment of connection amidst the whirl of the dance, the lake glowing silver in the dusk. It's come a stark contrast to the mission looming, the wildflowers enduring, their roots deep in the Texas soil. As night fell, the festival glowed with string lights. The bonfire casting flickering shadows, the crowd gathered for a storytelling session, old-timers sharing tales of Redstone's founding, their voices weaving a tapestry of history. John slipping away. Gathering the crew in a quiet corner. It's time, Matt, you're with me. Frank, Tom, Jake, we hit the warehouse, Matt nodding, his laptop bag slung over his shoulder. I'll handle their security. Frank checking his pistol. Let's end this. Tom and Jake exchanging a determined look, their rifles ready. John turning to Ethan, who'd followed. You stay with Mary Ellen and Sarah. Keep the festival going. Make sure everyone's safe. Ethan nodding. I won't let you down. His voice steady. John ruffling his hair. I know you won't. The wildflowers along the square trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The warehouse, a crumbling structure on Redstone's outskirts, loomed in the darkness, its rusted walls lit by dim floodlights, guards patrolling with military precision, their radios crackling, Matt hacking the security system from a nearby ditch. His fingers flying over the keyboard. Cameras are down. Go. John leading the team. Esperanza tethered in a grove nearby, her chestnut coat blending with the shadows. They slipped inside through a broken window, the air inside stale, smelling of oil and dust, finding a small crowd of buyers, men in suits with cold eyes, Grayson's operative. A man in a tailored suit named Carter, overseeing the auction from a makeshift podium, Lot 3, Miller Ranch, starting at $500,000, his voice smooth, a gavel in hand. John whispering to Matt. We need proof, record everything. Matt setting up a hidden camera, its lens capturing Carter's speech. These properties are cleared for development. Phase 4 ensures compliance, no resistance left. Buyers bidding, their voices clipped. John's blood boiling. They're selling lives, not land. His hand tightening on his rifle, the wildflowers near the warehouse trembling in the breeze. The plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. John signaled the move, Frank and Tom cutting the power, plunging the warehouse into darkness. The hum of the generator dying with a sputter, Jake blocking the exits, his silhouette a barrier in the doorway. John stepping forward, rifle raised, his voice cutting through the chaos. Auction's over, Carter sneering, his face illuminated by a buyer's phone flashlight. You're too late, Parker. These sales are binding. John steady, his eyes hard. Not when they're built on fraud, on stolen lives. Matt uploading the footage live, streaming to Redstone's community group chat. It's out there. Everyone's seeing this. The buyers panicking. Some fleeing, their chairs clattering, Carter drawing a gun, his hand shaking. But Frank disarmed him with a swift tackle, pinning him to the floor. Stay down, the guards rushing in. Gunfire erupting, the sharp crack of bullets echoing off the metal walls. John's team holding their ground. Tom taking down two with precise shots, Jake securing the door, the fight fierce but quick. The remaining guards surrendering, their hands raised, Carter glaring as Frank bound his wrists. Grayson will bury you. John kneeling beside him. Not today, he's done. The lake glowing silver in the night, its calm a testament to the justice delivered, the wildflowers enduring, their roots deep in the Texas soil. Sheriff Bill arrived, alerted by the live stream. His cruiser's lights flashing in the darkness. Got your message, Parker, stepping inside, his deputies cuffing Carter and the guards. This footage will shut down Grayson's operation. County's already moving to void the sales. Fraud charges are piling up. John nodding. Good, Redstone's not for sale. The team returning to the festival, the crowd gathered around the bonfire, Clara taking the stage, her voice trembling with emotion, thanks to John and his crew. Our ranches are safe. Grayson's auction is over. Cheers erupting, the sound of cathartic release, Ethan running to John. You did it, Grandpa. Hugging him tight, his eyes shining with pride. Sarah joining, her hand on John's. You're a hero, her voice soft, John smiling. We all are. The festival ending with the bonfire's glow, the fiddler playing a slow, haunting tune. John and Sarah sitting close on a hay bale. Redstone's redeemed, she said, her head resting on his shoulder, John nodding. For now, their hands entwined, a quiet promise of a future together. The wildflowers along the square trembling in the breeze, the plains stretching wide and unbroken, their roots deep in the Texas soil. The crew gathered at the ranch as dawn broke. Coffee steaming in the kitchen, the air filled with the scent of fresh brew and the faint smokiness of the bonfires still clinging to their clothes. Ethan sketching Daisy by the window, her form taking shape in charcoal. You stopped him, Grandpa, his voice filled with awe. John nodding. For now, we stay vigilant. Sarah sitting beside him, her hand on his. You're a fighter, John Parker. Her voice a soft anchor, their bond deeper than ever. Frank leaning back in his chair. Grayson's down, but he's not out. He'll regroup. Matt adding, his laptop open. Phase 4 shifting, new coordinates, Midwest. They're not done. Tom by the window, his eyes on the horizon. Ridge is quiet, but I don't trust it. Saw a glint at first light. Mary Ellen setting out biscuits, her voice firm. We'll be ready. Redstone stronger now. John looking at his family, his crew, the faces that had stood with him through every trial. This land's our heart. We'll keep fighting for it, no matter what comes. The lake glowing gold as the sun climbed higher, the plains stretching wide, wildflowers enduring. Their roots deep in the Texas soil. The redemption a hard-won victory, but the horizon holding the promise of new challenges. A reminder that the fight for Redstone was never truly over.